today, as I'm setting up the space here, as you can see, it's a new environment, and don't really have very usual tools, but I hope you do. And so as you get yourself ready, if you have your crystals, your incense, essential oils with you, feel free to go ahead and get those. Looks like I have lavender right now. And this morning, first of all, thank you for tuning in. Whether you're watching the live with me or the recording, I figured that this morning for this week's weekly energy tune-up message, where we also allow ourselves to tune into our body, our mind, our spirit, right, as a collective. I thought it would be great to add a little bit of movement prior to going in and just talking about what the week looks like in general. And so at the end of this week, some would say starting next week, but Sunday you have the full moon in Aquarius. And currently, I believe the moon is in Sagittarius, so we have a fire sign. This is the last week of Leo season. For those of you who got the newsletter, if you're already subscribed, you received that message yesterday about how this season was all about learning to love ourselves more, opening up that heart space. Because when it comes to receiving and going after what you want, in practical terms, right? It's all about, do you feel that you're worthy, you are capable of receiving that said thing? And so that is really something to perhaps consider this week. Are you going after, have you gone after the things that you said you wanted for yourself? And if not, this is a beautiful second opportunity for the full moon, and not just the full moon, but really any day to sort of think of it as a reset. Good morning, Stone Street. And this is exactly something that was coming up. Where, first, let me know if you can hear me. Where, the theme resetting, yes. So you have two full moons back to back, thank you, in the sign of Aquarius. And so when you say this is a great second opportunity to kind of, really double down, really double down on what it is that you're working on, right? And that could be physical, mental, emotional, your own journey, wherever you are in terms of the wellness spectrum. And resetting is when we talk about meditating and yoga practice, right? I'm always emphasizing that breath, coming back to the breath. If your thoughts have wandered, bring them back here. And I was listening to Joe Dispenza's book, and I'm surprisingly still stuck on the same chapter after how many months, but it's a good reiteration of what we are looking to be more aware of, right? And he's like, when you keep coming back, and just practicing that, even in a moment, a safe space, whether online, or on your own, or when we're together in live, you allow yourself to come back to the present moment. And that's really important because you're drawing back all that creative energy, the life force, to use that energy creatively to tap into and see where your spirit, your soul's calling you towards, right? And in the absolute present, right? Like when you're right here, right now, body, mind, spirit, everything that is, fully aware. Well, to the best you can. Again, your energy, your thoughts, right? They're not one being drawn down, and they're not wavering off into the past, reliving, rehashing, reacting from old habits, or just essentially the way you described it, it's like the body, of course, the body holds on to these energies, these tensions, and you're not reliving that same old life, and so you're repeating this cycle. And on another aspect, you're not also sitting down and just already writing something off that could be, because we don't always know how the outcome is going to turn out. And so when you're fully in the present moment now, you're into this state of just sort of calm. This is what I like to say. You're in that neutrality standpoint, not here or there. And then you allow the sort of energy to just guide you, your intuition, spirit. And so I thought that was really important just to bring up for this beginning of the week and sort of emphasize that perhaps throughout. What, especially this full moon, some of us might be able to pick up on that energy a couple days prior and certainly some days after, right? And so what is it? What cycles are you looking to break? And when you're fully in the present moment, you're not tapping into any vibrations where it's like negative, right? In terms of, oh, I already expect this to happen, it hasn't changed before, type of thinking. Or just being drawn down and you have no energy to go and do something new with confidence. And so this morning, just because the way Instagram's laid out, we'll see how this goes, but we'll play with it. It's just essentially the whole aspect of acceptance and being, right? So we have no music, which is fine because this is actually perfect to tune into our breath. So I invite you wherever you are, if you have a cushion, anything you want to sit on, elevate your hips over the knees. Just begin to sit in your easy seated pose and allow your hands to draw on top of the knees. And you can put your hands in Gyan Mudra, thumb and pointer finger together, and closing the eyes, tucking the chin to your chest. And just allowing yourself to draw a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, drawing the shoulders away down from the ears. Breathing out. Allowing yourself to hear your breath. And as you take the next inhale in through the nose, begin to just slightly shift the body. So you are not leaning forward or swaying too back, but the shoulders are over the hips. And you're lengthening through the crown of the head. And as you exhale out through the mouth, allowing yourself to hear the sound of your breath. Send the breath down to your sit bones, rooted, connected to the earth. And breathing in, allowing the nervous system to send signals to the body as you breathe out, allowing your awareness to come forth on the sound of the breath and the sensations of the breath in the body. And the body settles down. Taking another deep round of breath. And feel your spine lengthening towards the sky. And exhaling, and breathing out. And just take a moment to just feel your sit bones pulsing, squeezing on the floor. And this is fine. It allows you to feel your body physically grounded to the mat, to the floor, the carpet, outside, wherever you are. And just slowly, gently open the eyes. And still continuing to focus on the breath. Breathing in, inhaling, placing right hand over your heart, and exhaling. Breathing out, feeling the belly button draw into your spine. Finding another round of breath. And allowing ourselves to try to fight that initial urge to move, to want to change things. Breathing in and just being aware of setting the intention, holding space for yourself, breathing, allowing yourself to just be here, and breathing out. And so, I don't have incense today. So, going into the next segment, before we fully sit in, I figured this would be a good, nice little live to show what it is that we do in the class setting for you. And essentially, yeah, when you're in a studio setting, sometimes you don't have incense. So a good way to disperse the energy out is just to either, incense smell, or again, sound is so powerful and you are your own musical instrument. And just playing around with things. If you're in your own space on your own, hey, join me. And all you have to do is either snap your fingers, allow yourself to maybe close your eyes and just hear the sound come out emanating from between the thumb and the middle finger, right? Or however you sound. And just as I'm speaking, just continue to breathe. Maybe adding little pauses in between the snapping and the fingers. Or you can add just a nice loud clap, rubbing the palms. And maybe adding another one just to, again, wake your own energy up, setting it forth, and breathing out. Feeling the sensation, the heat between the palms. And so depending where I am, and depending where you are, you can see I'm on my mat this morning. And I did say that this round will have a little bit of just practical tools that you can stretch right before you settle in and set your space energetically, physically, mentally for today. And here, this is a great spot where we're gonna do pretty much nice hip openers, and we'll add something for the heart space, because today's practice, I think it's really good just to set the energy, the intention. Again, we're holding space for ourselves. And so if you want to go ahead and open up your legs wide, you're probably not gonna see the fullness of the posture here because of the camera view, but you're opening your legs up like a V and your feet are flexed. And This is a great moment if you have a blanket, the one that you're probably started out and sitting on, and begin to place your hands on top of your thighs. And just small, mindful movements as I invite you to close your eyes and just breathe in through the nose, sending energy out through the heels. As your hands just begin to gently add gentle acupressure on the outer edges of the legs, nice and slow, working your way into the inner thighs, breathing in and envision the energy coming up towards the belly button, up the torso, towards the crown of the head. And that breath, even while we're moving, nice and gently, we haven't let go of the focal point, the anchor, as you breathe out. Walk your hands down the front of the shins, maybe down the ankles. Or if you combined the big toes, I would use my thumb, 2-piece fingers, and just hook them in. Or if you have a strap or a scarf, which I couldn't find my strap, but I found my scarf, so we'll use that this morning. All you have to do is essentially, you're going to get the strap, inhale, wrap around the ball of the foot, placing that leg out, frame your heart space over the left knee, lengthen, pulling the elbows into your ribcage, and exhale, hinging forward. Both feet remain flexed and allow yourself to feel the left hamstring. And as you breathe in, closing your eyes, send the breath towards the crown of the head, and the head, using your imagination, your inner senses of the body, to reach for the left foot. And as you exhale, your gaze is down, and ideally you have a straight spine. Your pelvis is tilted forward, interior tilt, and breathing. And again, feeling it behind the hamstring, behind the left glute. And just allowing yourself to relax the shoulders back and away from the ears. And one more breath here. Inhaling, lift the gaze, straighten the arms. Exhale, release the bind. Whether you use your hands or use your strap or your scarf this morning. Before we go on to the other leg, I did mention that blanket. We used it for the forward fold, if you were hinging over. Or right now, you could still actually use it, and we can go practice that together, and I'll do it with you guys. Is again, sitting on top, allowing your siblings to be on it. So this helps to bring your tilting of the pelvis forward. So you imagine that the hips, the pubic area, right? It's like a teacup. Naturally, if we have it nice and strong foundation of the core, right? This is essentially, the teacup is nice and firm on the table, right? But when you're leaning forward like a forward fold, initially you want to keep it from dumping all the tea out. And so this helps at least to elevate the hips. So we're not going back or leaning too much out. Other side, inhale. Frame the heart space over the right knee, right foot, right leg. And as you exhale, hinging forward and engaging the core, wrapping around the ball of the foot. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head. And exhale, fold deep. Now I did mention another way to just draw awareness to the body and being fully present. First step was the anchor of the breath. Second step is the anchor of the sensations of the body. As you're hinging forward, maybe drawing awareness to how this leg feels versus the other. How does this hamstring feel? Or if you joined me in elevating the hips the second round, how did that change things for you? And as you breathe in through the nose, you're lengthening the crown of the head forward and exhaling the energy back behind the hamstring, engaging the quads, squeezing it, contracting the muscles. And again, shoulders away and down from the ear, elbows into the ribs. So if you have a strap, it's easier. Breathing in and breathing out. Your chest is still lifted, your gaze is down. And just take a moment to draw awareness to the sounds around you. And as you breathe in, lifting the gaze, straighten the arms, lift the chest. And breathe out here. Inhale, release the strap, the bind. And, well, actually, if you still have the strap right next to you, 2 options for the next round is to either grab a strap in between the hands, and we're going to inhale, lift the arms up, and just give it a nice tug. We're going to exhale, gaze over to the left, nice small twist over to the left. Inhale back to center, sending the energy towards the crown of the head and exhaling out to the right. Inhale back to center. And just begin to add a little bit more faster movements, left to right as you exhale, inhale, and exhale out. And just essentially what we're doing is we're shaking open the heart space. The only thing that moves is the sternum, the chest, moving left to right, engaging the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Lifting the gaze, or allow the gaze to be neutral. And exhale, draw the hands right in front of you, round through the spine, tuck the chin in, gaze down. Inhale, lift the gaze. Ooh, and exhale. Release. And just taking a moment to draw the fingertips over the heart, chest cavity, the sternum, and your fingertips lay in the middle. They touch, and then just breathe out and open up that space. Adding in skin to skin contact, right? Your own body sending the signals, awakening the energy centers as you breathe in. Feel the chest expanding, the heart opening, and breathing out. I invite you to take a moment before we dive in deeper to set your intention for the week. To set your intention for right now. What is the feeling that you're looking to tap into, to experience? If you have no expectations, which is perfect, continue to focus on the breath, breathing in through the nose. On a rhythm of 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathing out, hands back down to the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting yourself ready, maybe still elevating the hips over the knees on top of your bolster, blanket, pillow. Breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling out through the mouth, returning to the sound of your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your eyes are closed. Allow your awareness to drop into your heart space, maybe placing the right hand over the heart as you breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling, this time equal breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Opening up our heart is our intention. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Another round, guided. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top and exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing that round, inhaling in for 4 on your own. And exhaling for 4. Allow this moment to just drop fully in. And if you want, you can keep the right hand over the heart or just drop it back down on top of the knee. To focus on that heart space. If you're a visual learner and would like to envision a green orb of light just emanating from your heart, and as you inhale in the rhythm of 4, that light begins to expand. And as you exhale, the light begins to pulse in, contract, but never runs out or burns out. And inhaling for 4, expanding that light. Pausing at the top. Inhale another breath in for 5. And exhaling, this time for a 5 count breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resuming that cycle of breath, the inhale of 5 to ratio exhale to 5. Or if you feel that today your breath can go up to 4, then I welcome to choose the 4 or 5 count. Inhaling in and exhaling out. As you allow the breath just to begin to melt in, it doesn't feel so much forceful now, like forceful attention has to go into just being present. But now you find this ease and flow. As you're breathing in, it's just natural breathing. Loving breath that comes in through the lungs. And as you exhale, breathing out. And I always love to talk about the waves and the waters, and so we add in the element of water. As we breathe in, your heart, the light is expanding, coming up to the crown of the head. And as you breathe out for that rhythm, slowly take your time to envision the light washing behind the cranium, the neck, the shoulders, down the spine, down the hips, down the bottom edges of the feet to the earth. Inhaling in, the breath cycles towards the front end of the body. A nice white light as it grazes up the belly button, your core, your heart space while you tap your heart, tapping your core with opposite hands, whichever you choose. And feeling the breath up the throat and up the face. And then allow your face to just relax, removing any tension, releasing any tension in the jaw. And focus on that cycle of breath, breathing in and breathing out. Allow yourself to feel where your body is right now. When you focus on the breath and allow yourself to send the signals to calm and nourish the nervous system, you enter into this space. You're just breathing just being present. Where holding space means you don't have to do anything. And you certainly don't have to do things that you thought you had to keep up with. I invite you to just focus on the breath and realize that as you sit here and you open up the space to honor your own self this morning for a couple of minutes together, life still goes on. And a good question to draw awareness to this week is, are you living the life you want just for today and just for right now? Are you living, doing what you want to do? And if, again, just allowing yourself to be present here, focusing the awareness back to the heart, breathing in and breathing out, sending the energy down to the earth. As your heart opens and expands, your shoulders again relax, the arms relax. Allow yourself to just sit in the fullness of who you are. Drawing awareness to your breath. To the sounds within you. And just for a moment, just to tune in, where are your thoughts? And if they wander, bring them back to your heart center, to your breath as you inhale for that rhythm of 4 or 5. And exhaling out. And like a wave, it all washes over you. There are highs and lows, but there is a pause, a space of transition before it goes to the next round. And because our intention is to open up our heart space for the week, aligning our biofield by our energetic field around us, aligning our energy centers, I invite you to think about any memory, something that came forth, maybe recently or something not too long ago, but a moment where you just felt so elated, such in a moment of gratitude. Allow yourself to bring up that feeling of what happened that you were so grateful for, and focusing on expanding the heart. And maybe adding at that smile as you have closed eyes, and breathing out. And as you tune in to that feeling of gratitude, of excitement, of something, whether it was something so small as someone having a beautiful conversation with you of synchronicity, you heard a message you needed to hear, or someone opening the door, or something else bigger that you've been waiting on. Know that this isn't the last time. Know that there's more that's coming. And This is the reason why we're focusing on the heart this week. We know we are fully supported, fully grounded, both in the earth plane and this physical manifestation world, and from the cosmos, from the higher realms. And it is our opportunity, our responsibility to ask for more. So right now, exactly where you are present, feeling that moment of gratitude, allow your heart to lead the way. Think with your heart space. Now with the head. What is that comes up? Where does your imagination lead you? Your creative imagination. Cosmic guidance, spirit, lead you to. And allow yourself to feel joy, to feel excited, to feel great gratitude. Bring that gratitude from that last experience to this new now experience you're just excited for experiencing. And as you cultivate that ask, allow yourself then, I invite you to just speak it out. Whether in the form of a prayer, but affirm it. Placing your right hand over the throat, breathing in through the nose. Affirm, state your name. I, Stephanie, I am affirming when my presence, my essence, in this incarnation now, and in this space of gratitude and having opened up the heart space, knowing you are worthy, you are capable of. What is it that you want to experience? What is it that you want to draw forth? And allow yourself to fully believe, at least for this moment now, and then coming back towards it again and again throughout the week, that you want, that you would like, and not thinking about the how it's going to come about. It's just you stating, you affirming, because you are affirming your being, not what you are trying to be. You are already. And so breathing in through the nose, open up the mouth once you've already stated your why, your ask. And you don't even need a reason. Open up the mouth, breathe out. You don't need to justify the ask. This is something your soul is calling you to expand and experience. I heard this message this week. Do not be afraid to follow the call of your spirit, of your soul, because you are uniquely made. You are an essence, an expression of the divine, wholeness, unity, right? And that part of you, which is you, the fullness, wants to experience something. You are the part of divine essence and being, primordial source, that wants to experience something now in this lifetime. And by you not allowing yourself to just go with the flow, with the inspiration, we block that. And this is all we're doing, is we're allowing ourselves to fully open up, tune in, setting the space to step into the divine guidance and inspiration for the rest of the day. And once we keep practicing this 3 times or more throughout the day, and you do it every day for a set number of weeks, you form a new habit of just being in the present moment, allowing divine guidance and inspiration to lead the way. And knowing that everything, once you align and clear out your energetic field and attune it to your source, your life force energy, which you draw from, we all draw from, all that you need to come about will just, like a melting pot, come in. And so drawing right hand over the heart, left hand on top, breathing in through the nose, bowing down to yourself, breathing out. Allow your heart to be full, to be complete, and breathing out. Drawing the hands in prayer mudra, beginning to rub the palms, feeling the warmth of this energy, and breathing out. Palms together in front of the heart space as you breathe in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Not being shy, to own your ask, to own your space. Breathing in, pausing at the top, and breathing out. On the next inhale, I invite you to pause at the top and close out with me, Sat Nam. And using our third chakras to just tune in our energy, our words to our energy of our essence and soul. Inhale in, pausing at the top, and exhale. Sat Nam. Inhale in through the nose, bowing down as the thumbs touch your third eye, and exhale, the hands down to your heart space. Inhale in, open the eyes, release the mudra as you exhale, rolling the shoulders back. Shoulder blade squeezing back helps the chest to be lifted, your gaze lifts. And as I say, shaking out the heart, shimmying the shoulders. In haiku or in volleyball, we never look down. Volleyball is not a sport that you look down, you're always looking up. So aim high, shoot. Allow yourself to get that chance ball and go for it this week. And if you feel like you just need a moment to come in and come back to your heart, get away from the logical thinking mind for a moment, right? There's just always the practice in returning to the heart space. Just tune into this recording. In time, we'll see about the layout, but let me know how you found this morning, and I'm really grateful for you for being open to the practice of where I evolved. And I pray the rest of your week is beautiful, intentional, allowing yourself to receive, keep asking in terms of the divine energies, right? Keep asking, keep believing, and many blessings will come forth. And I say this because of just being inspired by those around me and how they've shared their own testimonies, and how I know, at least from my journey, it's like, oh, I needed to learn to hold more space for myself and hold that space of believing, you know, that I can go even further, more, right? And so take your time to ground yourself. I invite you, if you have a journal, to write down anything that comes forth. hold that energy of where you are right now, that peacefulness of just being present, either here or there in the mind. And subscribe to the email for updates and for one-on-one either energy healing, spirit guided sessions, or one-on-one personal meditations in which we dive in through, again, going from the multi-levels of who you are, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetics, right? To clear out any energies and open up your heart for receiving and living out the life of who you are. Thank you. Just reach out and send me a message. Either link is in my divine.cosmic.empress, or you can go over to my website, divinecosmicjourney.com.